This is the story of Hakuin and the accusation. Hakuin was a Zen master, and he lived in a small hut by himself next to a village in medieval Japan. Now, it wasn't rare in those times for teachers to live in huts just outside of villages. That was kind of a common way of doing things. They would just live there. People from the village would come to visit them and ask for teachings, and people really from all over would come ask for teachings. Hakuin was really famous. He was really a beloved and respected teacher. So people came from all over to his little hut and asked for teachings and would, bring him a meal and ask him for teachings, or bring him sometimes even money and ask him for teachings, but usually things like a meal. And Hakuin is living in this hut doing his work, and one day a girl that lives in the village, we just know she's a girl, I don't know how old she was, but she's too young for this. This girl got pregnant, and the father was a poor fisherman boy, and she didn't want to tell her parents that a poor fisherman boy had gotten her pregnant, so she lied. She said to her parents, "Hakuin, the great wise Zen teacher, he got me pregnant." And so the parents are furious, of course, and they wait till the baby's born, and then they take the baby and they go to Hakuin and they say, "This is your responsibility. You got our daughter pregnant. You have to raise this child. We're not doing it." And they just left, and his only response was, "Is that so?" He didn't say, "I did not have relations with that girl." He didn't say, "I'm a monk, I'm not taking care of a baby, I don't know how." He just said, "Is that so?" And he took this baby. So then the parents go back to the village and they tell everyone, "Hakuin is a predator. He seduced our teenage daughter and got her pregnant. He is not a real monk. He's not a serious teacher." And because of this, people stop going to see him. So he's enduring hardship. Not only is he suddenly taking care of a baby, but also he's enduring hardship because people are not coming to see him and ask him for teachings anymore. Okay? So he gives this baby the best care possible. He borrows He borrows milk from his neighbors and to feed the baby, and he sews some diapers for the baby, and just is full-time taking care of this baby, really bonding with it. And about a year goes by, and this girl is overcome with guilt. And she says to her parents, "It wasn't really Hakuin that got me pregnant. It was this poor fisherman boy." And the parents just feel really guilty. And they go to Hakuin's hut, and they say, "Hey, we are really sorry. This is not your baby, and it should not be your responsibility. And we're just going to take it now, and we're going to make our daughter and this fisherman boy raise the baby. So we're very sorry, and we're going to tell everyone that we were wrong about you. We're really sorry." And Hakuin just says, "Is that so?" and lets them take the baby like it's nothing. Now, what can we learn from this? A few things, right? Hakuin is a full-time meditator, and because he's a full-time meditator, he has a lot of equanimity, that quality that helps us not fall apart when we're in the storms of life. It helps us to just deal with the way life is hard, right? And because Hakuin has this quality, he's able to be okay. So when they come to him and they say, "You had relations with our daughter, you're a horrible person, you're not a real monk," he is able to just say, "Is that so?" And why is that important? Well, because if he says, "I didn't do it," even though he didn't do it, they're going to think he's lying, right? There's really, when you're accused like that, there's really nothing to be done. Denying it can sometimes make you look guilty. So he just says, "Is that so?" He just takes it on. He just says, "Whatever, I guess I'm raising a baby now." And that's good, because it's a good thing he has boundless compassion and he's willing to raise a baby that's not his and not his responsibility, because raising a baby's hard, right? And then they come take the baby later, and again, his response is that so? And that's tough too, right? They say that he was really steadfast and he was really okay with them taking the baby. I have a hard time believing that. I like to think that it was hard for him, but he did it anyway. Because he had equanimity. Because how could he not bond after that year? So, that's the story of Hakuin and the accusation. After that, people started coming to see him again. He's one of the most renowned Zen teachers of all time. He's beloved. And he faced a really challenging thing that hopefully none of us ever face, right? And he just faced it with grace. He just said, is that so? Thank you for taking the time to watch this talk. Goodbye.